Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. This application is a one-stop solution for all the students who are preparing for government exams. This application is valid just for the Android users. Once you have downloaded the application, you can go and log in through your Gmail ID, and once you have logged in, you will be moved on to this page where you can see the various courses that are offered by us. To avail this course, you can use a code that is crack10 to get an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. If we talk about the course, why this course is so important, how you will be benefiting through this course. If you see, we provide current affairs on the daily basis, on weekly basis, as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with PDFs of the content of that particular day. Apart from this, you will be getting a quiz on your application that will be of 20 questions quiz on daily basis that will help you in boosting your preparation. Apart from that, on weekly, you will be getting a 50 questions quiz for your preparation, as well as if you see, you will also get a PDF that will contain all the important compiled news, current affairs of that particular week. And similarly, for monthly, you will be getting a top 100 questions PDF of that whole month. That is very important PDF and will be covering the most important news of that particular month. Alright, apart from this, we also cover banking awareness. All the banking aspirants, those who are preparing for bank exams, will absolutely love our course because we cover almost 99.99% of the syllabus of your bank exams. Here you will see we will also provide with quizzes as well as the PDFs. Apart from this, if you see the topic wise, for example, there are multiple questions that are related to obituary, important days, who won which event, who was awarded with which award. So all these topics that are related to your GS also or GK, such as apps and web portals, these are the current affairs that are important days, your books and authors, the new applications that were launched, new government schemes that were launched by the government, or your international affairs or your national affairs. All these topics, there are 20 such topics of which we are providing the PDF, as well as we teach on YouTube, where you can go and check our channel and you will be surprised that the content that we are providing is absolutely amazing. Alright, so this will be helping you to boost your preparation in the long term. This YouTube channel, you can go and subscribe to our channel, that is your Affairscloud, that will help you for your revision purpose also. Apart from this, we cover the state current affairs also. Here you can see the current affairs and all these content that we provide you that are bilingual. That means we provide you in English as well as both in Hindi also. Alright, so all the students who are from the Hindi language will also be benefited through our course. Also friends, you can purchase our course for 2 years. Alright, also for 1 year. If the students have exam or they are planning for the long term and they want to study for 2 years and they are expecting to give exam after 1 year, then they can opt for 2 years. As well as if the student is planning to give exam next year, then they can go for the 1 year course also. So these are the two types of courses that are available by us. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue. So friends, in today's video, we will be discussing important current affairs of 27th of May. The session will be very helpful and interesting, so do pay attention till the end. So let's start with our session. First, we are talking about Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy recently conducted a bilateral exercise by the name Bongo Sagar 2022. I repeat, there was a exercise between the Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy that was Bongo Sagar 2022, and this was the third edition of this exercise between these two navies. Alright, I repeat again, which is the two countries that took part in a bilateral exercise by the name Bongo Sagar. It was Indian Navy as well as your Bangladesh Navy, and this was the third edition of this particular exercise that took place between these two countries. On 24th to 27th of May, the third edition of Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy bilateral exercise Bongo Sagar took place at Port Mongla, Bangladesh. So what is the location where this exercise took place? This was at Bangladesh only. Question can be asked, which was the location where this particular exercise took place? It was at Bangladesh. It consists of a harbor phase as well as a sea phase in the northern Bay of Bengal. Then if you remember, there was also another exercise, Corpet exercise, that is coordinated patrol. This exercise also conducted between Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy, and the location was northern Bay of Bengal. And this was the fourth edition of Corpet exercise. Another exercise is Bongo Sagar. This was the third edition of exercise conducted between the navies of India and Bangladesh, and the location is Northern Bay of Bengal. Next, if we talk about the naval ship that took part from India, was your Indian naval ship Kora and a guided missile corvette, and Sumedha, that is an offshore patrol vessel. Apart from this, if we talk about Bangladesh Navy ship, it was Ali Haider and BNS Abu Ubaid that took part in this particular exercise, that is Bongo Sagar 2022. Then next we are talking about Captain Abhilasha Barak became the first women combat aviator in Indian Army. Question will be direct and simple. Why this question becomes important? Because we are talking about the first woman who became the combat aviator in Indian Army. Alright, because she became the first woman, that is the reason the chances are high that this question can be asked, that who was the first woman who became the combat aviator in Indian Army, and she is Captain Abhilasha Barak. She is 26 years of old from Haryana. She became the first woman combat aviator to join the Indian Army Aviation Corps as a helicopter pilot. She graduated at a ceremony that was held at the Combat Army Aviation Training School in Nasik, Maharashtra. Also remember, she was awarded with the wings along with the 36 Army pilots by the Army Aviation Director General Lieutenant General Ajay Kumar Suri at the ceremony. She has been assigned to the second flight of the 2072 Army Aviation Squadron that operates Dhruv Advanced Light Helicopters. Alright, the Army Aviation Corps that was raised in November 1986 operates advanced light helicopter that are Rudra helicopters, an armed variant of ultra advanced light helicopter Cheetahs and Cheetal helicopter. Alright, next coming first of all, once remember Abhilasha Barak, she became the first women combat aviator in Indian Army. Highly important. Moving on. Next, if I ask you a question, tell me, Global Collaboration Villages is the new initiative of which organization? I repeat, Global Collaboration Villages is the new initiative of which organization? This Global Collaboration Villages is the new initiative of World Economic Forum. Where was recently World Economic Forum meeting held? It was at Davos. Alright. This World Economic Forum during its Davos meeting announced that it is building a global collaboration village as a virtual future of public-private cooperation. The initiative is being launched in collaboration with Accenture and Microsoft. Alright, so this has been launched along with Accenture and Microsoft. WEF launched the initiative of defining and building the metaverse, and it will bring together the key global stakeholders to address the critical global issues. Alright, so coming back, which is the organization that is planning on building this global collaboration villages? This is World Economic Forum. Next, Cabinet has recently cleared the sale of government's 29.58 PC stake in Hindustan Zinc Limited that was valued at 38,000 crore rupees. I repeat, recently Cabinet has cleared the sale of government's 29.58% stake in the Hindustan Zinc Limited, the value of which was around 38,000 crore rupees. Alright, the sale of a 29.58% stake represents more than 124.96 crore sales, which would raise around rupees 38,000 crore rupees. Alright, and remember, The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs (CCEA) approved the sale of the government's 29.58% stake in the Hindustan Zinc Limited as a part of the efforts of the Government of India to accelerate its disinvestment drive. Next we'll be talking about NMCG. What is NMCG? National Mission for Clean Ganga has recently signed two quadpartite agreement for the development of sewage treatment plant in or sewage infrastructure in Mahesh Tala, that is situated on the east bank of the river Ganga in West Bengal. Coming back, which is this organization? National Mission for Clean Ganga. It is working towards making the Ganga a clean river. For cleaning the river of Ganga, the main purpose of this committee is this. Alright, so recently National Mission for Clean Ganga has set up or signed a two quadpartite agreement for the development of a sewage treatment infrastructure in the location where this sewage treatment infrastructure will be set up is Mahesh Tala. And where is this? This is on the east bank of the river Ganga in West Bengal. This will be built at a cost of 273.52 crore rupees. Next, apart from this, remember, if we talk about this agreement, the project aims at ceasing the discharge of the sewage water into the river Ganga from the Mahishtala town. The major components under the project will include various other 15-year operation maintenance, then 6 division structures, then 35 MLD sewage treatment plant, 4 pumping stations. So all these things will also be included into this particular infrastructure. And who is building this infrastructure? It is your NMCG, that is your National Mission for Clean Ganga, is setting up this particular infrastructure. Next we are talking about NAS, that is your National Achievement Survey for the year 2021. State report has been released. So remember, the Department of School Education and Literacy, that is under the Ministry of Education, has released this National Achievement Survey 2021 report that was conducted on 12th of November 2021. This report is about assessing the state of the school education system in India. The report provides a comprehensive evaluation of children's learning competencies at class 3rd, 5th, 8th and 10th on subjects such as languages such as maths, science, with a cycle period of 3 years. Last NAS, that is your last National Achievement Survey, was conducted in the year 2017 and now it has been conducted in the year 2021. I repeat, this report of this National Achievement Survey provides a comprehensive evaluation of the children's learning competencies at class 3rd, 5th, 8th and 10th on the subjects such as mathematics and cycle with a period of 3 years. In this survey, we saw a participation of around 34 lakh students from around 1.18 lakh schools around 720 districts around the world. Alright, moving on. And if asked what is the objective of this National Achievement Survey, the objective is to evaluate the progress of children and learning competencies as an indicator of the efficiency of education system in India and to course correct the irregularities at different levels. Apart from this, also remember, the national average percentage of students declined to 59% for classes 3rd, dropping by 10% to 49% for class 5th and from 41.9% for the class 8th and similarly 37.8% for the class 10th. Alright. Next, the report provides a comprehensive evaluation of children's learning competencies for the classes. These are important, you should pay attention. If question asked, that National Achievement Survey, this is a state report card. For what classes? For classes 3rd, 5th, 8th and 10th. This is important. And the last survey that was conducted in the year 2017. How many students? 34 lakh students out of 1.18 lakh schools and 720 districts were covered under this particular survey. Moving on to the question part now. Tell me, what is the theme of Swachh Sarvekshan 2023? Yesterday only we did this question. In yesterday's video, if you would have made notes, just go through the notes and answer me. Just pause the video here and answer me what is the correct option. What is the theme of the Swachh Sarvekshan 2023?
This Swachh Sarvekshan is the 8th edition of the Swachh Sarvekshan under Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0. What was the main aim of this Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0? To make cities garbage free, and here the theme of this Swachh Sarvekshan 23 is waste to wealth. This works on 3 R's, and what are the 3 R's? Reduce, recycle and reuse. Next, Shirui Lily festival began in Manipur's Urkhul. I repeat, where is this Shirui Lily festival observed? This festival is celebrated in Manipur. Remember, where is this celebrated? It is celebrated in Manipur. Shirui Lily blossoms from late May to early June on Shirui village hilltop in Manipur. This Shirui lily, this is a lily, is a flower. Alright, just remember this, lily is a flower. So Shirui lily is a kind of a type of a lily only. So this Shirui lily, it blossoms in the late May to early June on the Shirui village hilltop in Manipur state. This is the 4th edition of this Shirui lily festival that began in the Shirui village in Manipur's Urkhul district. The edition is taking place after a gap of 2 years due to COVID-19 pandemic. This is a 4-day long festival inaugurated by the governor of Manipur, La Ganeshanji. Alright, if we talk about this Shirui Lily festival, the traditional music, food, games are exhibited during the Shirui Lily festival to spread awareness about the rare Shirui flower and encourages tourism in Manipur. During the occasion, a sum of 46 crore rupees has also been sanctioned under the Ministry of Minority Affairs Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram scheme for the construction of Shirui Heritage Village and the upgradation of Bakshi ground there in Manipur. Alright, this is everything you should know about Manipur. If we talk about Manipur, capital is Imphal, Chief Minister is N. Biren Singh. Alright, and what is the official animal of Manipur? It is Sangai. Next, Government of India aims to build 18,000 kilometers of highways in the fiscal year 2023. Alright, I repeat, Government of India's aim to increase the infrastructure spending plans to build 50-kilometer highways every day, totaling to around 18,000 kilometers of highway in the financial year of 22-23. The government aims to complete the construction of this 2 lakh kilometer national highway network by 2025. Alright, the plan is made after the construction of the national highway in India that slowed to 28.64 km in one day in 21-22 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In 21 to 22, the pace of construction of the national highways was around 37 kilometers per day. Alright, next we'll be talking about RBI. RBI has recently approved the transfer of 30,307 crore rupees as a surplus to the central. During the 596th meeting of the Central Board of Directors of Reserve Bank of India that was held in Mumbai, Maharashtra, under the chairmanship of Shaktikant Das, who is the governor of RBI, during this meeting, it was decided to transfer 30,307 crore rupees as a surplus to the central government for counting year 21-22. This amount is the lowest in 10 years. The decision was taken after the deciding to maintain the contingency risk buffer, that is your CRB, at 5.5% of its balance sheet. CRB is the country's saving for a financial stability crisis which has been consciously maintained with RBI as its role leader of the last resort. Alright, if we look at some of the key points, the board reviewed the current economic situation. As we know, in the global level, food crisis is going on, domestic crises are going on, war is going on, COVID-19 is going on, due to which there was a transfer of only 30,307 crore rupees. Apart from this, also remember, Reserve Bank of India has warned that cryptocurrency can lead to dollarization of economy. The APEC banks also cautioned against the use of cryptocurrencies in India, as this virtual currency could impact the macroeconomic stability, financial stability of the country. Also, the use of cryptocurrency that are based on the United States dollar could lead to the dollarization of the Indian economy. So we need to avoid that. Next, Which country hosted the BRICS Culture Ministers meeting in 2022? Who hosted this BRICS Culture Ministers meeting in the year 2022? It was hosted by whom? It was hosted by China. Alright, we also know BRICS is the organization that developed the New Development Bank, and where is the headquarter of the New Development Bank? It is in Shanghai, China. Then this was the 7th edition of the BRICS Cultural Meeting that was hosted by China. Next, India Post Payment Bank introduced a issuer charge for the Aadhaar enabled payments. I repeat, recently Indian Post Payment Bank, that is your IPPB, has introduced a issuer charge for Aadhaar enabled payments. Department of Post under the Ministry of Communication has introduced this issuer charge for the Aadhaar enabled payment system. Alright, this AEPS. What is this AEPS? AEPS is a bank-led model that enables online interoperable financial inclusion transaction at a point of sale, that is micro ATM, using Aadhaar card verification through any bank's business correspondence. Alright, AEPS provides around 6 different types of transaction facilities. Then, if we look at some of the other facilities that are provided by AEPS are such as eKYC, best finger detection, demographic authentication, tokenization, Aadhaar seeding status. These are all the facilities provided by them. Apart from this, if we talk about Indian Post Payment Bank, it is a public limited company that was established as a payment banks under the Companies Act of 2013 and the Banking Regulation Act of 1949. It is completely owned by the Government of India through the Department of Post under the Ministry of Communication. Next we are talking about BRICS New Development Bank. As I told you, New Development Bank is developed by BRICS. BRICS New Development Bank is to open the India's regional office in Gujarat's Gift City. Highly important question. Mark this. Question is high chance of this question being asked, that where will be the BRICS New Development Bank's regional office being set up? It will be in Gujarat's Gift City. Also remember, if we are talking about BRICS, BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Also remember, if I ask you first steel slag rod, where it is in Surat, Gujarat. Global Center for Traditional Medicine, it is in Jamnagar, and this will be developed with the help of World Health Organization. Next, SBI has introduced Express Credit Card on YONO. What is YONO? I repeat, recently SBI, that is your State Bank of India, has launched a personal loan product, that is Express Credit. This is personal loan product Express Credit for salaried customers on its digital platform, that is YONO. This is a digital platform of SEBI. This is a digital platform of SBI. Alright. Next, how many digits are in the Ayushman Bharat health account number? I repeat, you have to tell me how many digits are there in Ayushman Bharat account number. There are a total of 14 digits. If I ask you about Aadhaar card, how many digits are there in Aadhaar card? There are total 12 digits. Then if I ask you about IFSC code, how many digits? 11 digits are there in IFSC. NHA, that is your National Health Authority under Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission scheme, has announced a launch of a revamped Ayushman Bharat Health Account mobile application that will have 14 digits. Next, Rolls-Royce Indian President Kishore Jayaraman has been awarded with the Order of the British Empire Award by Her Majesty the Queen. I repeat, Rolls-Royce Indian President Kishore Jayaraman has received the Order of the British Empire Award by Her Majesty the Queen herself. The Officer of the Order of the British Empire, that is OBE, was presented by the Queen of England to Kishore Jayaraman, the President of Rolls-Royce for India and South Asia region, for his service to international trade and investment with a key focus of promotion of India-United Kingdom trade deal. I repeat, who has been awarded with this order, Officer of the Order of the British Empire award? This was awarded to Kishore Jayaraman, who is the President of Rolls-Royce for India and South Africa, as you can see him in the picture. Alright, Apart from this, remember, he was also instrumental in setting up a strategic ecosystem for boosting manufacturing in India, supported by UK technologies. Next, Indian officer Anwar Hussain Sheikh is the new chair of the WTO committee. What is WTO? World Trade Organizations Committee, who has been the who has taken as the role of the new chairman of the WTO committee, that is your World Trade Organizations Committee. He is Indian officer Anwar Hussain Sheikh. Alright. The technical barrier to trade, that is your TBT agreement, aims to ensure technical regulations, standards and conformity assessment procedures are non-discriminatory and do not create unnecessary obstacles to trade. TBT committee works involves two broad areas: review of specific measures and strengthening implementation of TBT agreement. I repeat, if we discuss this again, that Indian officer Anwar Hussain Sheikh would take as the role of the chairman of the World Trade Organizations Committee on the Technical Barriers on Trade, that is your TBT, from Elisa Maria Olmeda de Ajenmaro from Mexico after a gap of 10 years. I repeat, Anwar Hussain Sheikh will be replacing whom? Elisa Maria Olmeda de Alejandro from Mexico. He will be replacing her. Next the question is, Tedros Ghebreyesus has been re-elected as the head of which organization? I'll add that this is for the second time he has been re-elected to the post of what? Tell me the post of so. To which post he has been elected? Remember, member of the World Health Organization. Re-elected Tedros Ghebreyesus for a second 5-year term. Alright, he has been elected as the Director General of WHO for the second term, and these terms are for 5 years. His re-election was confirmed during the 75th World Health Assembly that held in Geneva. Alright, next, Narendra Batra has resigned as Indian Olympic Association President. As you can see him in the picture, he has resigned from the post of Indian Olympic Association's President. Alright. Next, if we'll talk about him, Narendra Dhruv Batra has stepped down from the President of Indian Olympic Association at the end of his tenure to focus on his role as the President of the International Hockey Federation. In addition, he has decided not to seek re-election to the post of IOA presidency. Next we are talking about Gopal Vittal has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Bharti Airtel. I repeat, who has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Bharti Airtel? He is Gopal Vittal. He has been reappointed to the post of Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Bharti Airtel. He is not excluded. Also remember that this time period, this appointment has been done for a period of 5 years till 31st of Jan 2028. He is not excluded from holding the office of the director by virtue of any orders of SEBI or any authorities. Next is Param Porul supercomputer has been inaugurated at NIT Tiruchirappalli. Very important, pay attention. Param Porul, this is the name of the supercomputer that was inaugurated at the NIT Tiruchirappalli. The supercomputer was based on the Memorandum of Understanding that was signed between NIT Tiruchirappalli and CDAC, and this was signed in the year 2020 in order to establish 838 teraflop supercomputing facility under the National Supercomputing Mission. The worth of this supercomputer is around 19 crore rupees that was sanctioned by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Alright, if we talk about this Param Porul, it is equipped with a mix of CPUs nodes, GPUs, that is your graphical processing units, high memory nodes, throughput storages, high performance interconnect cables and many other facilities. Alright, moving on. Here you can see once again that this Param Porul, this is the supercomputer that was inaugurated at NIT Tiruchirappalli. This was a joint venture or a MOU was signed between NIT Tiruchirappalli and CDSE in 2020, and due to which this supercomputer has been made with a cost of 19 crore rupees, and it is a 838 teraflop supercomputer facility that has been developed under NSM, that is your National Supercomputer Mission. Apart from this, we saw CDSE. What is CDSE? Center for Development of Advanced Computing. Moving on to a new plant species has been discovered of the genus Ophiurosia that was spotted in Kerala. I repeat, new plant species of the genus Ophiurosia has been spotted in Kerala. Mark this. Researchers have came across a new species of genus Ophiurosia, a group of plant valued for their medicinal use. This is basically for the medicinal use. All right. And where was this found? Can you tell me the location? As I said, Kerala. Next we are talking about, we know that Asani was a storm that caused havoc on the states of Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, and Odisha. Now remember, there is a twin cyclone, that is Karim and Asani, that is formed in the Indian Ocean region. So you have to remember the name of these two cyclones. First, remember the name Karim. This Karim was named by which country? This name was given by Seychelles. And then remember, Asani was suggested by Sri Lanka. So these are the two things that you need to remember, that Karim is the name of the cyclone that was given by Seychelles, and Asani was suggested by Sri Lanka, and the distance between the cyclone was more than 2800 kilometers. Next we are talking about golf. Justin Thomas has won the PGA Championship 2022, marks his second Wanamaker trophy. I repeat, who has won the PGA Championship? He is Justin Thomas, and this is his second Wanamaker trophy. Justice Thomas is an American professional golfer who has won 104th PGA Championship and claimed his second Wanamaker trophy, defeating Will Zalatoris of America. He previously won the Wanamaker trophy in 2017 at the Quail Hollow Club, and now he has won his second Wanamaker trophy also. So remember this. If we talk about PGA Championship, remember this is an annual golf tournament conducted by the Professional Golfers Association of America. It is one of the four major championships in professional golf. Next we'll be talking about Punjab. Punjab has launched a portal for DSR paddy sowing technique. Punjab's Chief Minister Bhagwant Singh Mann launched a portal to facilitate farmers opting for the direct seeding of rice. DSR stands for direct seeding of rice technique for paddy sowing. Remember which state launched a portal for direct sowing, direct seeding for rice? It was Punjab government. Now let's revise all the current affairs in a quick way. The third edition of the Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy conducted an exercise, that is Bongo Sagar 2022, in the northern Bay of Bengal. Haryana's Abhilasha Barak became the first women combat aviator in the Indian Army. CCEA has cleared a sale of 29.58% stake of Government of India, that is around 38,000 crore rupees. NMCG has signed, that is your National Mission for Clean Ganga, has signed a quadripartite agreement for sewage infrastructure development and management at Mahishtala, that is in West Bengal. NAS 2021 learning outcome levels drop in the higher grades. Maharashtra fares better than national average. Mark this also. Shrui lily. Shrui is a type of a lily flower that is grown during the May month. So Shrui lily is a festival that was begun in Manipur. Government of India aims to build 18,000 kilometers of highway in the fiscal year 2023. Next, RBI has cancelled the registration of 5 NBFCs due to irregular lending practices and enhances ceiling on the loans for home repairs. RBI approved the transfer of 30,000 crore rupees as a surplus to the Government of India. Also, RBI cautioned about the use of cryptocurrency as it will increase the dollarization in India. Indian Post Payment Banks IPPB has introduced AEPS issuer charges. BOB Financial and HPCL launch a co-branded contactless RuPay credit card. HDFC Securities launched a robo-advisory platform for mutual fund investment. Brics New Development Bank will be opening India's first regional office in the Gujarat city, that is your GIFT city. And New Development Bank was formed by whom? It was formed by Brics only. SBI has introduced a express credit card on YONO, that is a mobile app of SBI. Kishore Jairam has received the Order of the British Empire Award. Very important, pay attention. Next is Indian officer Anwar Hussain Sheikh is the new chairman of the WTO, that is a World Trade Organization Committee. Narendra Dutt Batra has resigned as the Indian Olympic Association president. Gopal Vittal has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Bharti Airtel. Important. Poral. This is the name of the supercomputer that was set up at NIT Tiruchirappalli, and this was in the MOU between CDAC. New plant species of the genus Ophiuria has been spotted in Kerala, and twin cyclones Kareem and Asani were formed in the Indian Ocean region. Kareem name was suggested by Seychelles and Asani was the name given by Sri Lanka. Alright friends, so this is everything you need to know about today. And no, there are more. New plant species of the genus Ophiuria spotted in Kerala, we just saw. Asan we have done. Then goal. Justin Thomas win the PGA Championship 2022, and this marks his second Wanamaker trophy. And last was your Punjab that has launched a DSR paddy sowing technique. Alright, this is a portal for the direct seeding rice paddy sowing technique. Alright, what was it? It was direct seeding of rice DSR technique for padding. A portal has been launched for it. Now moving to the homework part. First question. Who recently became the Chief Minister of Tripura after resignation of Bipal Kumar Dev? First. Second question. Name the personality who was recently appointed as the 25th Chief Election Commissioner. Third. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan was recently elected as the President of which country? Fourth question. Which company recently decided to buy Ambuja Cements and its subsidiary ACC stake for $10.5 billion for Holcim Limited? So friends, these were your question, and this is the last question, and I want every one of you to comment below the answer of these 5 questions. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has recently launched Gati Shakti Sanchar portal for centralized right of way approvals. Which ministry developed this portal? So these are the questions. I want you to comment them below.
So friends, that's the end of our session. I hope you have gained some interesting information today, and this information will be very helpful for you in the upcoming exams. So do like the video, subscribe, and also share the link of this video with your friends. And if you want us to continue with such sessions, all you have to do is comment below. The value of your comment is very much. Thank you. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com. And I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.